Afternoon or good morning, wherever you are in the world. Just going to do a little review on what's been happening this week. As you can see, we've just had another massive bearish week, uh, following on the forgot my organs then, following on the U.S. president's election. Which, yeah, if I'd have held from last week, I'd have been laughing. I think I got in a few of these here. Maybe you would have got swept out, but yeah, from a good point of view, it's decent. It's decent. So yeah, just looking at this. So yeah, obviously we'll look at that. I'll go top down, top down. Another bearish month. We've had so many. We had a good month. July. We've been storming up really since May. We've had a good half a year, and then it's pulled back nearly in line with May now. It's pulled back, looking like it's going to keep going down. So looking at the bigger picture, yeah, could just keep reacting from this now. That's a bit of a monthly demand zone. It's a bit of a monthly demand zone, so could just possibly have something a reaction in here, or it's just going to keep going down with the fundamentals. Talking about fundamentals, we've um, just had that happen. Oh, retail sales worse and better. I didn't understand it. I don't know, but I just look on this. Actual greater than forecast is good. So why can't I now knock it off? There we go. So it's greater than the forecast. It's worse than the last time. And this is worse, but it seems to be doing good for the currency at the moment because I don't know, it's whipsawed a bit. That's why I thought I'd do a little bit of time to break this down for you. So yeah, coming on to this. I'll lose up this. Today's been a bit of an undecided day. I don't know if it's going to be bearish or bullish. Like it's like 10 to 2 about Asia and London, and there's just not been any really clear direction. So I did trade today, not on my funded account, on my Darwin. Ended up losing 1.3% on that account today, and really shouldn't have let myself lose that much, to be fair. But it's just one of the things. You're gonna go over this each and every time. Like I do it all the time. There's days where you don't trade. I've got it in my head. I know I shouldn't trade, but it's just finding something else to fill that time. When I was doing the job, it was great. It was great because I had all the time in the world to do whatever I wanted. I mean, I don't, I just had like, I was busy. My mind was busy. When you've got all the time in the world to do what you want, is what I'm trying to say. When you've got all the time in the world to do what you want, you end up just doing stupid stuff, like taking trades today. But yeah, I'll give you a little rundown of this week. Obviously, started Monday here. It's just been bearish every single day. It would not surprise me when New York kicks in at half 2 if it just keeps going down. Could have a bit of retracement up here and then keeps coming down. My plans are. This is why I didn't want to trade it. Like my plans are was going to be like it's just what is that? It's just not even doing anything. You got your low there, you got your high there. It's just trading in the range. So I should have looked at that this morning and don't trade it. You know what I mean? If it's not going to be, if it's not going to be anything, then leave it. My plan was I thought it was going to sweep this top up here and then come down, sweep that into this 4 hour supply, but then come down. So yeah, hope for next week. You know what I mean? I don't really want to start going long until I see this fail, but then I have to see some more developments on the short. Uh, Looking at this week, like it's not really a lot of chance to get in. Like sell, 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 sell. I'll redo them. But yeah, so from Monday 2 o'clock, it's just absolutely melted. So yeah, I'll just give a quick scoot of it. Monday. Okay, so Monday came into here. Didn't really. I actually won on Monday. Good trade, broke below here. Swept that slightly and then come in with a bit of force. So why not? Why not put a trade on it? but overall it was against the trend. What the ideal would have been for to come up into a box up here, but it didn't. You know, what I mean, come up into the refined to the 15. This was a 4 hour demand, but you didn't know it 4 hour demand till it melted away. So ideally, on Monday that would have been a supply and demand trade, but it has just kept on melting. Coming into Tuesday, same again. I think I did mention maybe possibly going long here, but it just didn't work. Could have like gone short from here, but there were not really anything on the 15 minute what I were looking at. If you went to a lower time frame, you possibly could have found something, but I just do the 4 hour, the daily, the 4 hour, and the 15 minute to get the direction, and then enter on the lower time frame. Like looking at this on Tuesday for London session, there wouldn't have been really anything apart from this long. We had like the reaction to this and the failure, so I'm like, oh, possibly go long from here. I think I'll put this in the chat. That's maybe what I've done, but that would have been a bad trade. What you really wanted to do was that reaction would have then took out that. You would have wanted this reaction to take out that and then come back and create like a chain. And then from that chain, you could have then gone long. So I probably shouldn't have put that in the group because I don't want to give you guys like bad habits and then target this supply up here. That would have been my trade. What I would have looked for. I put it in the group. I didn't take it per se. I don't think I did. I can't remember. I don't think I took it. I was looking at it. But yeah, that would have been that trade. 17 pips. Probably not. Probably could have got it refined. Just targeted something down here. So yeah, that was Tuesday. Nothing really else I can say for Tuesday. Just another melting day. Wednesday, coming to Wednesday. Whoa, that looks so crap. I have to change my colours. Yeah, obviously, I think Wednesday CPI day. I said I wasn't even going to mark it up. I looked at this range. I looked at that range. I think it was maybe when I woke up, and I was just like, there is no way I am trading that today. And with good reason, to be fair. There are not really many ways to get in, didn't have any breaks. No breaks. The news whipsawed. The news was then good for currency. He could have maybe got in on a momentum as they started happening. You know, the whipsaw. Could have maybe entered there. I probably would not have entered there, but you could have entered on that momentum. Targeted 2R. I targeted that low, which was 2R. Yeah, could have targeted that low. But yeah, for me, that would have been a very risky one as well, straight after news. Obviously, you're aligning with news, but you will notice this, the more you look at news, the more it doesn't make sense. Like, the more you're like, right, that's good for currency, and then it'll go other way. It'll be like bearish USD, bad news for USD, and then it goes stronger for like half a day, then reverses. It's like, I think it just does it to throw you off. I'm not sure what it is. Hopefully, I'll know one day. Um, Coming into yesterday, yeah, I wasn't really much trades yesterday. Obviously, London melted. I had like a bit of a flip here. That could have been a trade. That possibly could have been a trade here, but I'm going against order flow. Going against order flow, definitely. I mean, you got the flip here, fairly a bit. Trade back into this demand zone here, but it's got a fair value gap above it, an imbalance. So you possibly could have entered there. If you were being very risky, I probably would not have took that. Um, yeah, just gonna get a bit messy, but yeah, he could have entered there. Would have been very risky against order flow, but obviously that supply had failed, and then that one failed, and then that one failed. So it's like, oh, has it gone bullish? And then I actually did put a bit of a big trade on here. 36 pitch top loss. Just wanted to let it ride up for over the night. Which, if I'd had left it on, it would have been all right today. To be fair. Um, but yeah, Halfway through that trade, I thought, nah, this is stupid to go short. I'm going to go long, and then I cashed out a little bit of money, and yeah, kept myself above. But yeah, not really much today. If that had, like I say, if that would have held, and then when this come back down into here, if that would have then broke that, then it would have been something like that. So you would have had a change from there, and then you would have entered like there and targeted that high, something like that. That would have been what I would have looked more for to get long. Um, Not really looked to enter from there. This price has been so bearish this week. Yeah, that's another thing. Just patience, isn't it? Just pure patience. Once you're in the zone. I've noticed that a lot of time. I am very impatient, and that's something I need to work on really hard for my trading. Um, yeah, coming into today, uh, I think you could have like I marked that as a zone, but it's not really a zone. What has it broken? It's a shit zone. It's nothing. If it had broke that, if it had broke that and come down, then yeah, I would have been like, all right, yeah, cool. You've got all this liquidity resting below it. Probably going to take that out. But yeah, I don't think it's worth it. I think I put that zone. Obviously, I got the reaction, so I think I got reaction. And then that reaction's now failed. So, but it's just rangy. You know what I mean? It's just shit. Like, honestly, the best time when you're in this is just to walk away. I mean, look, what is that? What is that? I can't believe I even traded today. I'm actually disgusted in myself. But yeah, my two trades that I took, um, that didn't break. I wanted that to fail. It was more no plan than anything. More no plan. And then once we had the reaction from that and the fail, when it pulled back into this like zone here, we had a fair value gap. I just thought, yeah, I'm just going to enter. It's going to enter. I thought it's going to hit this high. And then news has come. I just knocked it down. So the news is probably going to be good for currency. It's just going to keep going down. So trying a long, I don't know why. Obviously, could have just. That's probably going to be the high of Friday now. It's probably going to be the high of the day. Pulls back into that FVG. Possibly go long, go short, even. But I don't know. I mean, you've got to know when to stay out of it because this has not been the best day at all. At all. And I can't believe I've wasted time in front of a laptop, to be honest with you. But yeah, coming into next week, what I do see happening is possibly just keep going down. I want to see some of this get swept. I want to see some of this get swept. You know what I mean? I want to see some of this get swept into this 4 hour. You know what I mean? Just go bullish. Have a few days going bullish. You know what I mean? Take that and then head bearish. It's making our life as traders not the best. Like I'm in Phantom. Obviously, I'm not the best trader in Phantom. There's a lot of better traders than me in there. This is just me trying to help. That's why it's all free. But yeah, they've got people in there taking trades today, and I'm thinking, not comparing, but I'm thinking, well, maybe that's not the way for me to trade. You know what I mean? You might think differently. You might be like, right, well, I could have got in here today. But for me, looking back on this, I know I have traded, but looking back at that, just don't trade it. If you're not comfortable where price is going, don't trade it. And that's what I'm going to do in future. Just do not trade it. Let it run. Let it ride. Just chill, sit on your hands for a few days. If you do one trade a week, but it's a fucking 4 hour trade, but you try to trade every day and you lost the other 4 days, what would you have better rather done? You know what I mean? You've ended up zero, end up week, but you could have just had the one trade that worked out good, and that's what I am aiming to do. I'd rather just take two quality setups a week, and that's what I'm going to do on my funded account. Like this is Darwin. Like I probably should do it on my Darwin because Darwin's like looks for legitimate traders. So I really shouldn't do silly trades like this. But yeah, when it comes to when it comes to the best trades, save them for the funded account, and probably just save them forever. Like if you can just do good trades all the time, why would you waste time looking at C class trades when you can get A plus? But yeah, so really, I want to break out this range and I want to start seeing some demand happening. Really, so probably Friday is going to keep heading down. Boom, boom, boom. Probably break that. Might make like a little zone here to trade from, and then we can start. We start looking for shorts, possibly. You know what I mean? Just start aiming lower. Coming into Monday, might just consolidate a bit, go up there, but we'll see. Like I say, any questions about these streams, let me know. I don't know if they're any good. If I can get any constructive feedback, that'd help me, and it would help you. The better I can get at these, um, if there's anything you're unsure of, and any way I can shake it up, then the better it'll be for you guys. So, yeah, let me know in the questions, and have a good weekend, everyone. I'll see you next week.